Welcome back to Boomer's Playground, and today is gonna be me saying I'm sorry. So, I don't know if I've said this in another video or if that other video has been released yet, but I was learning Rust because my lead built a tool that we were using in Rust, and I was like, oh, Rust seems pretty cool. I wanted to learn it, and so I asked him, I'm like, well, how did you, I mean, he's like way smarter than me, so like it was obvious how he learned it, but I was like, what do you suggest? He's like, Rust actually has a really good book. And so a lot of the languages that are coming out have books on their site that kind of walk you through learning the language. And so Rust has a couple of them, but they have like a main one, and I was going through it, and as somebody with no computer science background, there are some things in Rust that are tough to think about in terms of like kind of memory management. And so I was like Googling a lot, and I came across this YouTube channel, Let's Get Rusty, and I'm still gonna link it down below. And what he does is he literally just goes through the book, and he kind of talks a little bit more on everything the book talks about. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm going to do that for JavaScript. So I started that with javascript.info, which I'll also link below. And I got all the way through objects, and I was like going through, I was editing the videos in terms of I was cutting out the beginning and the end part, and oh my god, is it boring. And so I don't know if that's a front on me as somebody trying to help you guys, or if just the content is so slow that I'm giving it up. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys have some other free resource that maybe has exercises that you want me to go over, I'm more than happy to. I know I was a pretty big hit doing the Colt Steel Web Developer Bootcamp exercises because, you know, you may solve it or you might not, and then when you watch this video, you're not sure why. So I would love to help with more stuff like that. Obviously, I can't buy every single course and do every single coding exercise. But I've done some Odin project ones. I'm gonna have another playlist that we're gonna build an actual app using a true API with authentication or authorization. I can't remember which one is which off the top of my head. And then we've got these tables at work, and there was a Simon game, and so I don't know if you guys know Simon. If you don't, just look it up, Simon game. And it was like, it's a circle, and it's got 4 quadrants that are different colors, and the Simon machine, the box would do a sequence of those 4 quadrants, and you'd have to remember it and do them in that sequence. And so I think that'll be a fun one to build. So we'll build that as well. But yeah, again, I'm giving up on going through the javascript.info. It's just painstakingly boring, and I just don't think anybody's going to benefit from it. Now, I'm not going to throw away the videos that I've done, but there's going to be literally no cleanup, which none of my videos really have any cleanup. I'll cut off the beginning and the end. I liked to cut off if like I sneezed or coughed or if there's like a loud noise during the recording. I'm not going to do that with those. So this will be the top of that playlist, and I'll have all the videos down below in those playlists. At the end of every one, I always say this, but again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns when you're going through those, leave them in the specific video comment. Be as specific as you can be, because there's so much ambiguity. You know what you're talking about, but nobody else knows what you're talking about. You are the only person with the context that you have. You need to portray that context to other people to get help. So again, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Please still like, share, and subscribe. But I'm cutting off the javascript.info stuff. But whatever I have recorded will be in this playlist, and it's up through the object stuff. There's still a decent amount of good content there, and I hope you guys like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns about this video, which you probably shouldn't, but if you do, leave them in the comment section below. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.